everybody today that we would be talking about teens. I don't know if you know this, but my child turns 12 tomorrow, and I feel like it's breathing down my neck that the teen years are coming. And
Yes.
we have over the years, we've had lots of parents who write in, and we talk about ABA and we talk about quality ABA all the time. And a lot of the videos that we have really focus on the early years.
Yeah.
And everybody wants to know, okay, but how does that translate to teens? What do we do for teens? And I think there's a misconception out there that people think that if you're doing ABA, that it's the very little kid thing, sitting at the table and pointing at pictures, and that it looks like that, and they think my teen's never going to do that.
Yeah.
So maybe if you could talk to us a little bit about, you treat teens.
Yes.
And
they're one of my favorite populations, actually.
Yeah, I mean,
I love them.
so fun. And so talk a little bit about how you set up a program and how individualized and how you customize it and what kinds of things you work on and what people could be working on with teens.
Okay. Well, we're still using the principles of behavior analysis. There's nothing different there. We're still doing assessment to figure out what the needs are. And then from there, we move forward. But a lot of times I like to include the teen in that discussion. So whereas with younger children, you're doing an assessment and figuring out what the needs are. A lot of times I will talk to them. It's almost as though they're going and seeing a counselor or something like that about what's going on with them. So it's very interesting because you can have a teen who can't seem to turn in his homework, or might even still be having issues like wetting the bed, you know, and I can actually discuss with him, well, here's what I think we need to do about that. I have a plan. Is this something that's going to work for you? And we kind of together can figure out something that's going to work, where they feel like they are involved with developing that plan. It's very cool because you get buy-in on their part.
Yeah.
But a lot of what we're working on is getting them organized and able to do things more independently.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking about the wide range of individuals who are on the autism spectrum, and it's no different in the teen years. In fact, I think the teen years, it's even, more, if you could be broader, the spectrum, because we've got some high functioning teens that are very capable, but that Swiss cheese thing that I'm always talking about, they're like Swiss cheese, there's a hole here and a hole here that we have to plug up. But what about people who maybe didn't get the opportunity to do ABA in the beginning?
Yep.
And they've, kind of toughed it out, and their teenagers aren't at that level. That maybe even we're looking at potty training issues and they feel like that whole boat has sailed. Can we talk a little bit about would a quality ABA program be effective for those individuals?
Yes, it would. Obviously, when they're older, if they didn't receive any treatment earlier on, there's a possibility that the progress will be a little bit slower, but that doesn't necessarily mean that just because they're older they can't make progress.
Yeah.
And again, it goes back to assessment and figuring out where they are at, where are they functioning, and then developing a program that's specific to their needs. So if they still need to be toilet trained, that would be definitely something that could be worked on. If they don't have ways of communicating their basic needs and their wants, then that's going to be probably one of the very first things that would be worked on.
Yeah.
And sometimes they may not even be communicating using vocal speech, so in that case we might have to implement some sort of device for them to be able to communicate with. So again, yeah, like you said, it's a huge spectrum. It is the Swiss cheese. There's different holes for different kids with different needs. So we always start with assessment to figure out what those are.
Okay.